I am dedicated to working to lift people out of poverty and circumstances that may keep them back from their dreams.
My work is dedicated to making philanthropy more accessible to communities.
And my work focuses on philanthropy, a kind of philanthropy that looks to redistribute wealth, that looks to empower and support our communities.
In today's climate, more than ever, we must recognize Latinos as the givers we are. We're among the most generous individuals and families. We give through philanthropy, art, food, music, activism, and so much more. This year, we're thrilled to recognize 33 outstanding givers. Tonight is about celebrating them, just a few of the brightest givers and leaders among us. Some of them are with us tonight. And here's a glimpse of how they give and why.
I remember when I was young. I was the son of immigrant parents, first generation here, and it was difficult. Employment was one of the hardest barriers that we faced. My parents taught me that regardless of what you had, you always had something to give.
Tonight, we recognize these leaders in human rights and civic engagement. Our champions for human rights and civic engagement defend the most vulnerable among us and ensure that our voices are heard.
Latinos are givers, and they're not recognized for that. But we know that we're a giving community and that we're making our community stronger.
There's no better opportunity to give back than through the provision of healthcare services. I believe in health for all.
It's very important to me that our organizations not only be solid, but that they thrive. We fund people. I like to support people. People change the world. What HIP is about Latinos learning to support each other.
Our philanthropists contribute the resources and vision that are so crucial to supporting our communities. And so tonight we honor some of our leaders in this field.
I firmly believe that Latinos Hispanos can be a much more impactful and a bigger philanthropic cohort with the help of HIP.
HIP gives leadership, vision, community. HIP gives in a way that makes us strong.
HIP gives a vision of Latinos as essential to the fabric of this country.
The truth of the matter is that there are very few Latinos, even today, that are part of the decision making, that sit at the big table, and that table is going to be needed for a very long time. So HIP, thank you for all the work that you do. Thank you for setting that table, and I'm glad to be sitting at it today.
The artist whose visions of a more just and vibrant world help make that reality possible. Tonight, we're honoring some bright artistic stars.
I think my message for the audience tonight would be, we're all givers, right? Monetary giving is not the only way to give. I ask you to think about the ways that you give. If you already give in that way, continue to and try to expand, helping others to join you in that fight. I ask you to challenge yourself to get to know those agencies in a more personal way, because they're going to need the support and they're going to need your voice and presence.
And finally, we're pleased to honor several distinguished innovators and technologists who are at the forefront of reshaping the world as we know it. Thank you to this year's incredible HIP givers. You and all the other Latino givers inspire us every day. And thank you to everyone here whose commitment to generosity shines strong, and that, I'm certain, means there's yet a bright future ahead.